Hello, everyone. Welcome to a live edition of Useless Tutorials. Um, I just want to reiterate what I said before on my social media and everything. I'm sorry I was gone for so long. I was in school full time and I had a few setbacks. And of course, COVID-19 happened and that affected us all. But I also didn't have access to my equipment, don't really have access to my equipment now. So that's why my latest video and a few other videos you're going to see are going to be shot on my iPhone. But I just got this handy thing here today, which is a Gorilla Pod, and it has this little phone adapter, so you can put your phone up and down. So that's pretty handy. So what I want to do today is something a little special, a little different. I want to do a live tutorial. I've picked out 3 items that I'm going to teach you how to use. Maybe they're items you already have in your house, or maybe they're items that are in your neighbor's house or something. First of all, we are going to learn how to open a book. Then we're going to learn how to drink water. And then we're going to learn how to hug a teddy bear. Okay? So, let's get right down to it. Let's start with the book. The book I'm using is Consider the Lobster by David Foster Wallace. I don't know if we have any David Foster Wallace readers or fans out there. I'm a huge fan. Great book. This is, however, a terrible copy. As you can see, used. I mean, I bought it used, basically. It was already torn on this side. And it has this strange website, mycommitment.com. I'm not affiliated in any way with this website, just so you know, a disclaimer. I don't know where it leads to. I haven't actually tried it, but I don't know if you guys want to check it out. Maybe it's already, I mean, maybe it's a 404 broken link or something, or maybe it's already dead or it's still in existence. I don't know, but maybe kind of a fun thing to check out there. All right. Oh, what am I putting this away for? This is what we need. Sorry. What you want to do is, first of all, check your hands, all right? Your hands are key in this. You want to match your hand, basically the key to grabbing. And just as a spoiler alert, I'm coming up with a whole new playlist called How to Grab. I'm just going to show you how to grab different items around the house with your hands, and basically grabbing, just as a kind of a sneak peek of what you're going to see on that show. When you grab something, basically what you're doing is you're matching that thing's shape with your hand. Your hands are kind of like the most flexible claws in the world. So what you're doing is you're basically just kind of like clamping things down like that. Excuse me. So what you want to do with a book is basically that. You just want to match the shape of the book and clamp it with your hands, just like this, right? So what you want to do, and let me just turn around, because if you want to open a book, that's just grabbing a book, which is easy, right? This is what we all do. We just grab and we put our thumb down, fingers, we match the shape of the book. We do the same with the other arm. We grab the hand, slowly closing the gap, and we do it on the other side too. So now we have a firm grip, and remember to apply pressure, but not too much pressure because it could break, and we don't want that. APA rule. Remember, the guys, everybody who watched my last video knows what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go check out How to Push a Button by Comeback. Anyway, so what you want to do is you just grab this very firmly. It looks like I'm about to eat it, but you can actually do this, right? Just for the camera purposes, I was doing that. So you just open this up. How exactly? You grab your right hand and you go to the other side. Basically, a book has 2 sides. This is the hard side where the title should be. And this right here is the page stack. Let's call it a page stack. This is the page stack. So this is where all the pages are going to be. Just, you can just flip through all of the pages of a book just like this. All right. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to just grab your right hand, put it on the page stack, and with your thumb, slowly grab 1 inch. I'm talking 1 inch, you guys, of this page stack, and kind of just flip it a little bit with your thumb like this. All right. I want you to try this at home if you're watching. Do this at home with any book you have. You just flick it a little bit, an inch. All right. That's all you do. So when you do that a little more, you can go from a little flick to an even bigger flick, but just a tiny flick. So you go a little more and 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 a little more. But I'm just trying to get you to be comfortable with that technique, because what we're going to do next is we're going to open up the whole page. So I know this is not how people read, by the way. Anyway, so we have this small flicking exercise we did with our thumbs, right? You can just do it with your thumb. Don't even have to involve any other fingers, because all the other fingers are in the back, maintaining, supporting, because you're actually bending the book, as you can see when you're doing this, right? So what the back fingers are doing of your right hand are just supporting that kind of bending, because if you don't have this, you can't really, it's just, it doesn't work that way. Anyway, so when you go back to this, you have the right hand finger supporting you. You go back to the thumbs right here, and you just do the small flicking. And why don't you try this at home? Just go all the way out. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just finish the book just like this. This is like the fastest read ever. It's not an actual read, but just go all the way to the end. See if you can do that with your thumb. If you can do that with your thumb, just practice it as much as you can. You have all the time in the world. Don't worry about it. There's not a grade. I have thought about grading you guys and giving you tests and quizzes. Let me know if that's something you'd like to have, maybe on Patreon. Oh, by the way, support me on Patreon. I'll leave the link down in the description. Don't forget to follow me on social media and all that fun stuff. Anyway, so when you reach the very end of this, you get the thumb, you get the very end. If you're mastering that already, we are ready to move on to the next phase, which is opening up a whole page and reading a whole page just for ourselves. So what I can do is just reposition here. So we are grabbing the book, right? And we're doing the flicking of the pages. So let's just grab the first page. So we just go 1, 2 to get to the first page. And then we grab the other thumb and we part it like this. All right, let's go again. We do the thumb, the flicking of the thumb, and we do 1, 2, and then we grab our other thumb, left thumb, open this up right here like this. Okay. If you can do that on the first page, guess what? You can do that on every page, on any page you want. You can do it on the middle page. Let's try the middle, like the middle of the book, all right? You go down here to the middle, and you use your thumb flicking, and you open up in the middle, and you grab your other thumb. You do the same procedure. Boom. Guess what? You're in the middle of the book. You just skip right in the middle. That's what's cool about books. You can just skip back and forth. You can read instantly. You don't even have to like DVDs or and then it's like, my God, who talked? I was in the bathroom. I missed it. Damn. This, however, is just instant. That's what's great about books. Anyway, you can also go to the very end like this. You saw me doing the thumb flicking, right? And grab the other thumb. Boom. You're out of it again. All right? You're at the very end. So you need to get yourself a new book when that happens. That's reading a book. The actual reading of it, like the letters and stuff, you're going to have to find out for yourself. Jesus, I'm sure there's whole YouTube channels about reading what's inside the books, but I'm just showing you how to. I'm sorry if the title is misleading. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, because it's not like how to use a book, because a book can be used in so many ways. So let's go with that. And with that, I say I'm very thirsty, and I've been waiting all this time to drink water, because I didn't want to do it before I taught you guys how, in case you guys were thirsty too. So I have a glass of water right here. Again, the same principle with the hand. Remember, you grab the water and you just match the shape. Your hands are like the most flexible hand claws ever. That's what I was saying. So anyway, you have a firm grip. Apply pressure, but not too much, following the rule. you have this firmly gripped in your hand. So what you do is basically you have to approach it. I guess you could say you have to approach it. You have to approach your hand or approach your face. I don't think you should do this. I've never seen anybody do this. They usually do this. All right. But if you want to do this, that's all right. Anyway, um, so you just approach your hand to your face, uh, and then you tip the glass like this. So you just kind of do this hand motion with your wrist, and you tip the glass like so. And then you go down and you let this touch your lips. You let the bottom half of the glass touch your lips, all right? That's just what we're gonna do for now. Let's just go up, approach the hand to the face, and touch the bottom lip with the half glass of the bottom. Like that, all right? So once you're done doing that, take as much time as you need. Since we're live, I can't really give you like 5 or 10 minutes, but if you're watching this after, you're live, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, support me on Patreon, follow me on social media, take your grandma out for a walk, and keep your dog indoors. I don't know. Just really happy to be back, really happy to be in touch with you guys again after all this time. And I'm glad you guys are still here and supporting me. It means a lot, especially during this time, which I know is difficult for everybody. But we're here to have fun. So when we're talking about a glass, also the important thing to know is you have to keep tilting. There's basically 2 tilting stages. So there's first the tilting stage where you're approaching it and touching your bottom lip with it. But then there's a second tilting stage where you have to actually go and push the liquid inside your mouth. All right, that's how you drink. Basically, that's drinking is the pushing of liquid inside the mouth. I mean, that's just all it is. So that's what we're gonna do now. And pace yourself. Don't drink too much. Don't drink too little. You know best what your body can handle. All right. So, sorry. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna try it really slowly. All right. If you're watching at home, try it really slowly with a glass of water. We're going to go like this, down, and all right. Now, I did an extra thing at the end there. I don't know if you noticed. I did like a thing with my throat right here. That's called swallowing. What that is basically it's just, I'm not a doctor, and believe me, this is not a medical channel. This is purely educational. But at the same time, it's stuff you already know, and we all know about that. So I'm still explaining it to you. And so basically what swallowing is basically like, imagine a pipe that is kind of sawed in half or bent in half, and basically it's a track that lets a little bit of liquid, and then through a motion in your throat you can actually let the liquid go down. But if you don't do that, it just stays there. It's basically like I don't know, like a gate. It's pretty interesting. Throat is a gate. I mean, it's crazy. It's the gate to the body. That's exactly right. Anyway, so what you want to do is basically do that swallowing motion right as the water is hitting your mouth, and you'll guarantee that you can always just keep swallowing. That's the great part about swallowing, that you don't have to keep anything in your mouth, and you can just keep swallowing and swallowing. So I just took several sips there. By the way, this constitutes a sip. Think about it. Remember when we talked about how to walk and all that? Think about it as the steps. That's what the steps are. And anyway, so basically that's how you drink. I don't know if I can add anything to it. If you want to do it at home with me, we're going to do it together. You ready? Here we go. We approach the glass to the face. We tilt, or tip, we tilt, and we touch the bottom half, and we lift the liquid into our mouths. And we do the swallowing motion at the end. We can't talk through that process, but we do the swallowing motion at the end. So let's do it one more time, this time without any narration. By the way, that at the end, that's optional, but I do it for added effect, or sometimes it just happens in my body. I don't know if it happens in anybody else's bodies, but that's basically what water drinking is. Thank you very much. So last but not least, don't want to keep you guys too long. We're gonna learn how to hug a teddy bear. And the teddy bear I'm using right now has been in my family for, geez, I think 30 plus years. So glad that we still have it and we can still use it for this tutorial. So the best way to demonstrate you how to hug a teddy bear would be to actually move around a little. So excuse me. All right. So remember with the grabbing we learned before? We're just going to grab the teddy bear, match the shape to the hand, right? And in order to hug the teddy bear, all we got to do is kind of the same principle with grabbing, but with our entire arm. Now, don't be with our entire arm, sorry. Now, don't be overwhelmed. This is a process that's really simple, and you can take as long as you need, and we're going to do it together, so don't worry about it. It's not that difficult. All you need to do is think about your hand like this, how it pushes into your shape, whatever shape it is, like in this case, this lovely panda teddy bear. I guess this title is also misleading because I guess this is a panda bear, because a teddy bear constitutes a certain type of like color and style and whatever, but this is a very cute panda teddy bear. Let's just call it very cute panda teddy bear. And so when you have this panda, you can actually grab with both hands. Think about the hand principle, but apply it to your entire arm. So thinking about your entire arm, like you do the shoulder all the way to the arm. So what you want to do is just match the arm to the match the shoulder or the beginning of the arm to the teddy bear, to the left side of the teddy bear, and just kind of wrap. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. You can just kind of wrap your forearm around the teddy bear, and it just the tricep area too, and your hand can rest firmly on this shoulder, you know. And then you do the same thing with the other arm. You just match the right side of the teddy bear to the bicep, and then the tricep goes around, and the hand goes either on the other shoulder, it can go on your lower back or wherever it's comfortable. And you can just sit there for a while, you know, and sit there for a while with the teddy bear, hugging the teddy bear. Right now it's kind of anxious time, so it's a good idea, you know. Anyway, let's do it again. You match the left side of the teddy bear to the bicep, to our right bicep, and then our tricep. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor, remember, I don't know if this is a tricep, but this forearm, I thought this, no, bicep and forearm. So our forearm goes into the back of the teddy bear, and then our hand can rest firmly on our left shoulder. And then we do the same process with our left hand, with with our left hand, and the bicep of the on the back, the tricep on the back, and then the hand can rest firmly on this shoulder or on our lower backs, wherever is comfortable. This can also go on our bicep on this side, and we can just also tuck our head in next to the teddy bear. Very nice feeling. Very, very nice feeling indeed. There's several ways to hug your teddy bear. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen 1,001. You know what I'm talking about? We have this teddy bear, for example, that, you know, you can do this. You can just collar him on one arm or on the other arm, or, you know, you could have him like this. You know, this is kind of like an embrace, a hug. I'm talking about the traditional hug like this. You know, I know I kind of exaggerated for the video, but I just wanted you guys to see it. You know, that's all. Um, all right, that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you guys enjoy this type of content, consider supporting me on Patreon. I'm going to have weekly live streams coming up soon. So if you want to get this kind of content exclusively every week, be sure to support me there. If not, always please like, subscribe, share with everybody, and I will see you next time.